Oh, there's a lot of that going on. Dream spider. There we go.
No way.
Yeah. Come here. Woo! Haha.
We're good to go.
I miss you, Estelle. What are these things? Poltergeist. I missed.
Go.
I love that her sword does that. That's great. Ooh! Oh, he got He got petrified. How dare you? You just chill there, my guy. We're gonna do this. Get wrecked. I missed. Don't hit him. Oh, she got hit. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. What was I doing? I completely forgot. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Come on, you can do it. I believe you. Oh, God. Wow, you grab it, yeah? Oh my God. It looks like Beals. Ow! You big fat jerk! Oh no!
This ought to perk you up.
Get wrecked, loser. Shouldn't have done that. Oh! Nice! They leveled up. Oh, really? It was that easy? Another stone? Wow, the thing sure is pretty. Is it some kind of septium? No, it's what's known as a sealing stone. You were inside one of those when we found you. I was? Are we gonna find someone in this one too? Without a doubt. You wouldn't happen to have any inkling as to who it could be, would you? Let me think. Hey, Estelle. You don't think it could be your old man, do you? He'd be in real big help right about now. I don't think we're that lucky, though. It sounds as though we're a number of possibilities. And the fastest way to find out which one rings true is to take it back to the garden. Then let's go. Huh. Okay. That easy, huh? What? That looks like... it couldn't be. Could it? You've got to be kidding me! A stun grenade? Who goes there? Speak your name! What? I sure didn't see this coming. I presume you're all familiar with this man. All I can tell by the uniform is that he's from the Royal Army.
Yes, we certainly are. I'm not sure what's going on here. Estelle? Joshua? And is that you, Your Highness?
Yes, it is. It's good to see you again, Richard. I feel the same.
The pleasure is all mine, Your Highness. I'm delighted to see you well and in good health.
There's no need to stare at the floor when you're talking to me, you know. How have you been?
Thanks to Her Majesty's extraordinary kindness, I've been doing very well. I hope you'll forgive me for asking. I'm afraid I don't quite understand the situation I found myself in. Would it be any trouble to request a brief explanation of where we stand?
It would probably be easier if I handled that.
I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Maria Sargent, a squire affiliated with the Growlsritter.
The Growlsritter? I see. It sounds as though the situation is even more abnormal than I thought. I suppose I should introduce myself as well. My name is Alan Richard. I was once a colonel in the Royal Army's Intelligence Division, as well as a traitor who attempted to instigate a coup d'etat. At present, however, I run the research agency R&A Research. Thank you. I think I have a solid grasp now. I wish I knew what else to say.
What do you mean? As in, like, you're having trouble believing all what we just told you?
Well, part of me feels that way, yes. But that's not really it. The greatest doubt in my mind is simply, why me?
Huh?
I look at everyone here and I see comrades who know how to fight alongside one another, to turn even the darkest of odds in their favor. Whether this turn of events was the will of the goddess or someone else, I can't rightly say. But from where I'm standing, you've already formed the perfect team for overcoming the obstacles before you.
I guess so. I sure as hell didn't want to work with her, though. I don't want her stupid rubbing off on me. Oh, you're gonna feel really stupid after I thwack your brains to mush.
Not now, you two. If I may, I find it hard to understand how I, of all people, came to be here. Far from working together well with all of you, I'm a criminal who threatened both your lives and the safety of the nation in which we thrive. I can't help but feel that my being here is a mistake of some kind.
Still, you have helped us before, though. Like during the attack on Gransel, remember? You came to everyone's aid. Yeah, that could have been really bad if you and your men hadn't shown up to help when you did. They're right. Then there was the fact that you assumed responsibility for defending the city while all of us escorted Chloe to Haken Gate. Yeah, you might have done some bad stuff in the past, but you're certainly underselling yourself by saying you've never helped us before.
Be that as it may, my good man, it's not as though you're the only one here who's performed terrible deeds. To use the occasion Joshua mentioned, while you valiantly defended Gransel, I was at Haken Gate, threatening liberal safety. And yet here I am, fighting alongside my friends without a care in the world. The best thing to do here, in my personal opinion, is relax. I'm not sure you're boasting about not having a care in the world is something you should be doing. I have a different perspective on those events, Your Highness. You were only threatening liberal on the surface. You had no intention of actually doing anything. On the contrary, you were trying to protect it. The same can't be said for me. My conspiracy was of my own doing.
Okay, but what about me? We were being used by you guys, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that we're a bunch of sky bandits who even hijacked an airship. But Her Majesty was gracious enough to give us another chance at life, and we're trying to make the most of it running our new company. I don't think our positions are all that different, honestly.
Well, you might have done things you regret, but it's not the past that determines who you are. It's what you choose to do now.
Exactly, and it'd be a huge help if you had someone as baller as you fighting with us. So please, we could really use your help.
Are you sure, Annalise?
You guys know each other? How did that happen? Oh, I went to visit your dad for something a while back, and that's when we met. Really? After all we've heard, I see no reason to refuse your company. If anything, we're eager to welcome you to our group with open arms, myself included. You could consider aid given to the Grousritter if that would make you less adverse to the idea. What do you say?
Very well. You have my support.
Woohoo! I'm so glad you're with us. Thank you.
I only hope I meet your expectations. Incidentally, there is one thing I would like to confirm first.
What would that be?
You said that you believe everyone to have been surrounded by that white light and sent here at roughly the same time. When that happened, were you all wearing the same clothes that you are now?
What kind of question is that?
Now that you mention it,
How come you're wearing your military uniform?
I was under the impression you left the armed forces.
That's right!
Now the question makes sense. You were wearing something different when you were sent here, weren't you? I was. Currently, I work in an office in Ruan City, and since beginning work there, I've never once willingly worn my old uniform. When I was surrounded by that light, I was wearing a shirt and a pair of slacks as I normally do. And yet somehow I find myself here in uniform.
That's odd.
It's not something to happen to anyone else either. Oh, I have a thought. Perhaps the Lord of Phantasma decided the Colonel just wasn't sexy enough in anything else, and prepared that strapping uniform for him after bringing him here.
Yeah, I don't think so. So in addition to the other billion ways they're a weird freak, they've got a military uniform fetish too. I couldn't entirely blame them if they did though. Same?
I swear, girls these days. Still, there's clearly got to be something to it. I get the feeling we're on the verge of a major breakthrough in working out how we ended up here. So do I. As well as what this place really is to begin with. Interesting. In that case, let's put the matter aside for now.
Now that that's settled, we should start getting ready to resume our investigation. Releasing Richard should hopefully have opened up a new path for us to follow.
Come on! Goddess bless you.
Goddess bless me?
Why, thank you. There we go. You're right. Oh, I didn't even see you there. Don't you drain her HP?
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
What is that? Potter Mater?
Oh my. Damn! What's that doing here?
It looks to me to be a large archaism used by Ouroboros. Your reaction says there's more to it than that, however. You could say that, yeah. Let's go get that stone.
Well, we all know who this is.
After all this time, we finally found you. You must have spent a long while looking for the person inside. Then we shouldn't keep you waiting any longer. Let's hurry back to the garden and release them right away. Yeah, thanks, Rias. I can't believe it. It really is Ren.
It looks like she's fast asleep.
Papa. Mama. Why?
Ren.
Where am I? Oh, this is just a dream.
Ren,
Estelle? Joshua and Tita too? What a nice dream this is.
Ren.
Oh, silly Estelle. You're supposed to be older than me. You shouldn't be acting like a clingy child. You're so warm though, and you smell so nice. It's almost like this isn't a dream at all. Huh? What's going on?
Ren, this...
What are you doing here? No, never mind that. What am I doing here?
It's okay, Ren. I'm going to explain now, so try and stay calm, okay? You see, we're not...
Don't come any closer. If you take another step towards me, I will kill you.
I'll try and handle this, Estelle. Do you mind taking a step back?
Okay.
I'm happy to see you again, Ren. How have you been all this time?
How is that any of your business? You're just as bad as Estelle is, Joshua. I want you to leave me alone and stop following me around.
I figured you must have noticed. You're right. For the past few months, we've been traveling around trying to find you. We're in Crossbell at the moment, too. Are we getting warmer?
You're in Crossbell? Why? Why do you want to find me so much?
We just want a chance to talk with you. We heard from a reliable source that you haven't been back to Ouroboros since we last fought. Is that true?
What's that got to do with either of you? All I want is to be left alone. I don't want to talk to either of you. I don't even want to see you. So why won't you just let me be?
Because...
Sorry, Ren. This one's on me. Ever since you flew off, I haven't been able to get you off my mind. I've been getting Joshua to look into where you might be, and we've been going around chasing down every possible lead. But that's why I'm so happy to finally be able to see you.
Huh? Oh, I get it. You're lying, aren't you? All of that's just a cover for the fact you're trying to capture me.
What?
Even if you catch me, you're not going to get anything useful out of me. And even if I did know lots of dirty secrets, I wouldn't tell you.
Wait a second, that's not...
Or are you going to try your luck anyway? You've sure brought a lot of familiar faces for backup. Even I might have trouble taking on this many people at once. But I'm confident I'll leave at least a few of you headless before I end up beaten.
Ren?
You've got to be kidding me.
What are we supposed to do, Shara? Don't ask me, this doesn't look good. Well, I think I know who you are now. Ouroboros Enforcer number 15. The Angel of Slaughter, correct?
You certainly do know me. I don't know you, though. Are you a knight of the church?
Yes, Henry Sargent, Esquire. And while I may not be familiar with your circumstances, would it hurt you to behave less like a self-centered child?
Excuse me? Did you call me a self-centered child?
From what I've heard, your intelligence and deductive reasoning have few peers. That led you to joining Ouroboros, obtaining both the current rank and abilities you have now. So unless I'm wrong, I find it very hard to believe you haven't already figured out that this isn't a trap we've set to capture you. And yet you still expect us to waste our time and humor your little temper tantrum? So yes, I did call you a self-centered child. Rias. Damn, Chicha doesn't mince words.
My, you're a brave one, aren't you, Miss? Did I hear a lowly squire like you trying to provoke an enforcer like me? You must really want to end up splattered all over the floor.
I could say the same to you. I have no idea why everyone else here regards you favorably, but I, for one, have no interest in being friends with someone from Ouroboros. So if a battle's what you want, I'll be more than happy to oblige. Oh no, yes?
The Templar sword? Those can certainly be a rude awakening in the right hands. Of course, everyone else who's ever tried to challenge me with one ended up being quite predictable after a while. Before long, they were all begging me for mercy, like pigs about to be slaughtered. It was so pitiful.
Ren? Do you actually want to fight? Or do you only intend to stand around trying to sound threatening?
I suppose that is enough talking.
Come on, you two! Hey, wait a sec. Why are the two of you so desperate to try and fight when you know you don't really want to? Ren, you're trying to make it sound like you don't care about Estelle and Joshua, but deep down you're happy to see them again and you know it. And Rias, you already realized Ren's not actually a bad person. It doesn't matter she's from Ouroboros. Well,
I'm happy? Of course I'm not. Why would I be?
then why did you look so happy when Estelle hugged you? Right up until the moment you realized this was all real, you were acting like it was the best dream you've ever had. And now you're saying you don't want to talk to them? That you don't want to see them?
Hold on a minute.
And that's not true at all. It's not true at all, so just admit it. Sweetie.
I swear she just cut my life in half. What the hell was she thinking?
Look at you, honestly.
I thought you were a year older than me, you know? Yet here you are, crying away. You're not setting a very good example.
I can't help it. What am I supposed to do when you guys finally see each other again? And all you do is end up fighting. That's just too sad.
Hey! What are you crying for? Why did you have to?
You know the answer to that already, Ren. It's because she likes you.
She does?
Hey, Ren. I know we still got our differences, but how about we set that aside and call a truce for now? A truce? As I'm sure you can tell, we're in the middle of a really messy situation right now. And however you got here, you've ended up being dragged right into it with us. I'd say it's all in the best interest to work together, at least until we get out of here. What do you say?
That's certainly true. There's still plenty we don't know about our predicament. Having someone with your intellect on our side may well help us to fill in the remaining blanks. In fact, I would greatly welcome your assistance.
Yeah, I'm with the Colonel.
I'm not a colonel, Estelle. Regardless, I think it would be in your best interest to work with us too. Cooperating will allow you to gather information more efficiently, as well make it easier for you to ensure your own safety.
That's true. It's obvious that wherever we are, it's somewhere abnormal. So it goes without saying that having me around would be a big help to all of you. Alright, out of respect for Tita's bravery, I'll spare you all this time. Fill me in on exactly what's going on here. Oh!
Thanks, Ren.
Just so we're clear, I haven't decided whether I'm going to be working with you or not. All I'm promising is to listen to your explanation of what's happening. Then I'll decide if I help.
Hooray!
I see. I think I've got a pretty good idea what's going on now. Whoever chose this place sure couldn't have picked a better name, could they?
What? Have you figured out something we hadn't?
Possibly. I'm still not completely certain yet. But I'm relatively confident in my theory after hearing the Colonel's story, though.
Me?
My own experience was the same as everyone else's. But you said you weren't wearing your uniform when it happened to you, right, Colonel?
How many times must... Well, whatever. I wasn't. As I explained to everyone when I first arrived, I was wearing something else.
Right, just checking. So then, tell me something. Would you say you have quite a strong attachment to that uniform?
Pardon?
Oh, that's a definite yes. It's a symbol of your past. The past you just can't quite move on from, even though you need to. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Richard.
It's no surprise you feel that way from my perspective. That would mean when I arrived here, my attachment to that past ended up being manifested as reality. In other words, this world is capable of changing based on people's thoughts. Now it makes sense.
Not to me, it doesn't. Can you explain it slightly less complicated term for the rest of us?
It's actually a really simple thing. You remember how Luciola used a gospel to make your experience a dream, right?
Right. The dreams we saw were different depending on what we wanted to see too.
Of course, unlike that, this isn't a dream. But the concept is basically the same. Anyway, just like in Luciola's dream worlds, this would change depending on what the person inside it wants. It also happens to recreate places that exist in their memories, too. It all falls into place nicely once you simplify it, doesn't it?
So in other words, many of the contents of this world exist because of us, but its overall structure is the result of someone else within it?
From what I gather, yes. What exactly is making all this possible is the part that still puzzles me. Making people's wishes reality was the purpose of the Oriole, but now that's been lost, and I can't think of anything else capable of doing the same. I think it's easy for us to all point the finger and wish for this world to behave the way it does, at the very least.
The Lord of Phantasma. I'm expecting we'll encounter a devil at the end of this plane just like we have at all the others. We should only move on once we're sure we can handle it.